and the first one is the song Lights by Penny Betts. Do you want to, what are your thoughts on Penny Betts, Grant?
I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a really, really cool song. I just really enjoyed that kind of opening drum beat, and I believe it's kind of complemented really well with this really infectious guitar riff. The whole thing felt really kind of slick and polished. For my money, it had this kind of proper Miles Kane, almost kind of later day Arctic Monkeys vibe to it.
Yeah, I'd see what you mean.
But at the same time, kind of laterally, the kind of chorus and bridge felt quite floaty. There was kind of hints of almost kind of psychedelia there as well, which I really quite enjoyed. Unfortunately, the artists don't really have that much material out there at the moment. I think there was an EP released back in, was it November 2019? And I think there was only maybe kind of 3 or 4 songs released.
Yeah, so the band, they're like, they're sort of an indie band, and I think what I could find of them says they're inspired by the sounds of classic rock from the 60s and 70s. And from what I can tell, they're from Surrey, but their Spotify bio suggests that it states that their native tongue is French. So I don't know if they've come across as students, or come across at a young age and speaking French, or what the story is there. I've no idea. I couldn't find anything more. So they're sort of a Surrey-based French-speaking indie rock band. So, yeah, I mean, I really like this as well. It's got a really cool opening guitar riff, just really oozes class, and this really cool bass line that shadows it, really groovy kind of bass line. Some of the sort of instrumental parts of the songs reminded me a bit of bands like Television, sort of that. It's that sort of classic kind of era of rock music, the sort of slick guitar lines and sort of memorable bass grooves, and it's quite chill out in places, like sort of almost sort of chill out in places. The sort of vocals are quite deep and fairly restrained, almost casual, but there's sort of quite an interesting melody that you can easily sing along to. That sort of, it's been a while now and I'm almost there. Can you feel it now? Because I'm almost cracking up. Like that's a really cool that's the opening lines in the song. I think it's quite a cool way to kick off the song. And I kind of get. I mean, I know you mentioned the Arctic Monkeys there. There's elements of that. I was hearing sort of Kasabian in the kind of vocals a wee bit, and sort of like maybe a deeper register, sort of a Richard Ashcroft kind of vibe. And I kept just getting like the odd sort of Britpop vibe in there, like
absolutely,
it's like Verve and Oasis and the Stone Roses. It's just kind of it's in there somewhere. I don't know if I can particularly pick parts out really, but it's you can just kind of feel it there in the background, alongside these kind of like Jimi Hendrix-esque guitar stabs and flourishes, and just loads of cool guitar sounds, cool bass lines, and awesome drums. It's a really good song.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, though, it's difficult to know whether they are going to be releasing any new material, because I really couldn't find anything about them online.
Yeah, and I mean, this got sent to me.
Was it February?
Well, it came out in February, but it got sent to me in like December last year, and I just kind of, I didn't really have a kind of platform to talk about it at that point. So it just kind of got lost in my emails. So that's why we're talking about it now. But so yeah, I think that single came out in February, and like you said, there was an EP back in November, and yeah, I don't know what's more is going to be coming from Penny Bets, but like going by this, which has got like the sounds of bands like Television. There's Eric Clapton. There's Pink Floyd in there as well, and then sort of weird mixture of Britpop as well. It's quite an interesting kind of melting pot of ideas there. So if I'm gonna give it a rating, it's another 8 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, definitely, man, definitely.